Last night we exposed the ritual murder of children in Uganda. Tonight, in the second part of our investigation, we reveal the abuse of children by some witch doctors here in Britain. In the last 3 years, the police have rescued nearly 400 African children who've been trafficked to Britain. Some have become victims of terrifying rituals performed by witch doctors. Our reporter Chris Rogers begins his report in Uganda, and some viewers may find his report disturbing.
Across Uganda, 9,000 children have gone missing over the last 4 years. Most disappeared from villages like this one, on the outskirts of the capital, Kampala. According to a recent US government report on global trafficking, children have been smuggled to Europe to be exploited. Many are subjected to witchcraft rituals. So, how easy is it to buy a child in Uganda? Posing as buyers, wanting to traffic children to the UK, we went looking for one of Uganda's most prolific child abductors and traffickers.
Eunice, hello.
Within days, we made contact with him.
I have enough. Even if you want 100, no problem for me.
100 children, okay.
For me, I have so many communication. On network all in Uganda. I have all network in Uganda.
I understand. Okay, we will talk tomorrow then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Eunice, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, that is a man called Eunice Carbel. He claims to head a network of traffickers across the whole of Uganda who kidnap children to provide them for use in witchcraft and other forms of exploitation. Eunice insisted we meet at an isolated hotel. He claims to have been selling children for use by witch doctors in Uganda and abroad for over 20 years. He boasts how it's done.
It all depends how you want it done. I can take you to a family home. I would have no problem to get a child officially. There's a way of doing it secretly. Abduct a child.
In a second meeting, we asked Eunice if the police would cause us problems.
I have to find a house where we can take the supply, the children, to a remote area, so the police cannot find them.
Eunice Carbel demanded a fee of £10,000 per child. At this point, we withdrew from negotiations. Britain has emerged as one of the main destination countries for children trafficked from Africa. It's believed hundreds pass through British airports every year.
Our experience shows us that traffickers can be anybody. They can be people with power, they can be people with money, they can be people from the village, but they can also be people involved in witchcraft, witch doctors and other types of professionals in the community who are using those practices.
In the last 3 years, police agencies have rescued nearly 400 African children trafficked into Britain. Some of these victims agreed to share their experiences with us. Still fearing their abusers, we've asked young actors to say their words.
They told me I was evil and made bad things happen. I believed it, and that this was my punishment.
The traffickers or witch doctors take your hair and cut your arms, legs, head and genitals and collect the blood. They say, if you speak out, I can kill you.
Witch doctors, or traditional spiritual healers, are growing in popularity in Britain. Hundreds of witch doctors advertise what they say are life-changing rituals for around £350, involving prayer and herbs. But as we discovered, there are some who engage in more sinister practices.
Hi.
Posing as a couple with financial problems, we visited 10 witch doctors. All of them offered herbal potions, but 2 also offered a ritual involving human blood, which is illegal.
I have to trust you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because you know this country, I have many customers here. But
Mr. Cashew had a bottle of blood already prepared. He instructs us to release the smell of the blood into our home.
not good smell, you know, very bad, you know, just little, you know.
Forensic tests revealed the bottle did contain human blood, although there is no evidence it was extracted from anyone against their will.
Thank you so much.
The authorities not only face a battle with traffickers who abduct children to meet the demand from witch doctors who abuse them, but also a growing belief in the power of human blood. taken from innocent victims for profit. Chris Rogers, BBC News.